So the all-white town of Arkansas has failed. Oh, we found a fork in the kitchen. Like, we already knew this was going to happen. They didn't want to move there. They just wanted people to be mad about them moving there. And I was hoping it worked out. I was hoping the whole thing worked out for them so they could all move there. Listen, when they said, hey, let's play some music for you guys, and had to play the banjo. When they said, hey, let's have some food, and it looked like they were eating stale bread, I knew it was over. I knew it was over. I'm gonna tell you the truth. A lot of Caucasians in America love the idea of separating themselves, but they don't love the actual result of it. They don't realize that the wealth that was built and generated within white America was not through their own fruition, but on the backs and through the blood of other groups of people, Native Americans, Black Americans, and XYZ, everything in between. Their agriculture built on the backs of natives, Latinos, and Black people. Their infrastructure also built by free labor and or cheap labor. Their grants and money received given by the government, the true handout kings. And they don't actually realize every single place that has been all white in history, they don't really realize the fact that it has been destroyed also by them. Before they found other people to oppress and attack, to be honest, all Europeans used to do was just attack each other and be nasty and vile to each other.
Funniest part about that whites only town in Arkansas, black folks ain't mad, and you're mad, we not mad. So there's a brand new whites only town in Arkansas, and the gag is black people don't even care. Now, I've seen the comments. Why aren't black people upset? Why are you mad about this? We gonna clear this up right now. Nobody's upset, Popo. See, the one thing black people ain't gonna do is lose sleep over other people that want to create a safe space for themselves. Build your own little town, plant a flag, that's fine. Hang a welcome sign, whatever makes you feel good. Honestly, we gotta be real about something, because I saw the interviews, I saw the clips. This ain't a town of exceptional people. I mean, think about it. If you drop everything to move to this town, you probably already didn't have much going on anyway, right? And that's not shade, that's facts. So the question is, again, why should black folks care? This is the part that cracks me up the most. Y'all want us to care. I see the confusion in your eyes. I see it. Y'all like, don't the blacks care? Don't they want to be where we are? Nah. We just want to make sure when we build our communities, we're not cheated out of the things that we're supposed to have. That's all we care about, boo. And it's wild because history has shown as soon as black people do build their own thriving spaces, what happened? Some of your people roll up and burn the whole thing down. But we're supposed to believe now y'all just want to be left alone. Child, I'm going to tell you what really gave it away for me, though. The fact that they ran to the media. That's not privacy, y'all. That's desperation. Numbers must be low. If you got to beg the evening news to let them know that you exist, waitlist my ass. See, if black folks were building their town, the media would be the last people that we want to know about it. We gatekeep. We ain't trying to broadcast. But y'all couldn't wait to hold the press conference. That's not security, that's thirst. So no, we're not upset, we're not jealous, we're not even plotting to crash your party. Because truth be told, we really don't care. And honestly, that's what really bothers y'all.
What do you mean that all-white town failed? How could a self-proclaimed superior race fail at anything? It's so many of them that don't want to be around other races. How do you fail at building something for you, by you? If every white racist moved to that town and support that town, y'all should be good. Your own government, your own restaurants, your own little honky-tonks. But you failed. Give black people a chance to do something like that. And don't tear it down and watch what happens. Give Hispanic people a chance to build something like that and watch what would happen without tearing it down. Complain, complain, complain. Jeez.
Welcome to Arkansas, where our famous cuisine is the mayonnaise sandwich. Our education level is the Facebook comment section. And over here, sweetie, evolution is just a suggestion.
Oh, let them build a white-only community in Arkansas. They'll find out. They'll find out how bored they are. I mean, without Mexican, indigenous, black, Asian influences, like, what are they even doing? Like just eating mayonnaise and listening to country music, I guess? Like, I'd be really worried about the kids in that community, though, right? Like, they're going to become the entertainment in an evil sort of way. But other than that, just let them have their experiment. They'll find out.
So a bunch of whitey people decided to create a community only for white people. And my very first thought was, what a fucking brilliant idea. And quite frankly, why are there not more people doing this? Because think about it. Literally all the racists in one place. Somewhere we can all avoid. That sounds like a fucking win-win to me. Now, of course, I have questions. Does this mean that they only stay in that particular community? They don't travel anywhere else? Because honestly, if they're traveling, then what's the fucking point? If they're traveling out of that community, what's the fucking point? Or is the intention to make it completely self-reliant and then so that they don't actually have to move out of the area at all? Because that's the thing. They all need to stay where they are. They can go to each other's houses if they want a good time. I mean, as for seasoning, we know that's never going to fucking happen, but that's okay. They're amongst friends, it really doesn't matter. Salt and pepper will be just fine. They don't need any of the fucking spices, Jesus. So the group itself they're called Return to the Land, which the fucking irony of these fucking interlopers. But anyway, that's by the by. And they are in the Ozark Hills, so the community is going to be kind of there somewhere, I guess. But I think it's a genius idea. I think more racist whitey people should do the same. And I think they should stay exactly where they were. Do not travel, do not go anywhere. Just mingle with each other. I mean, we know what happens when that happens. I fully expect the domestic violence stats to go massively up because at the end of the day, they will have literally nobody else to pick on other than themselves. And once that happens, they will look to their kids and they will look to their wives. It is what it is. I'm fully expecting the domestic violence stats to go way up. Way up. And I'll be keeping an eye on that. But anyway, I think it's a win-win. I think it's a great idea. And I think more people should move there.
So they're doing a whites-only community in Arkansas and the fucking Ozarks. A whites-only community in Arkansas. This is where we're at in America today. Like, what the fuck do you mean you don't want to be around people that look like me? Us brown people are fucking cool as hell. Positive vibes, good food, beautiful people. Like, what the fuck do you mean you guys want to live in a whites-only community in fucking America in the year 2025? What had to happen in your childhood or growing up that as adults you guys decided that you guys want to live in a whites-only community? Doesn't that sound fucking stupid? How racist do you have to be to want to live in a whites-only community? I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but even if I was white, that sounds lame as fuck. Like, I would never want to do some shit like that. That sounds fucking boring.
No black, no gay, and no Jewish people. That is the rule in this white-only town being built in Arkansas. Nope, this isn't 1950. It's happening right now in 2025 in the Ozarks. A group called Return to the Land has built what they proudly call a whites-only community on 160 acres in the Ozarks. They've got cabins, roads, fences, wells, community center, and even a private schoolhouse, all for people who pass their strict racial and cultural tests. To live there, you must be white with European ancestry, straight, Christian, and you cannot be black, Jewish, LGBTQ, or follow a non-European religion. They vet applicants with video interviews, and some are even asked to prove their ancestry. The founders, Eric Orwell and Peter Sears, say that they want to create a, quote, fortress for the white race. In their own words, you want a white nation, build a white town. Now, Here's the thing, they're calling it a private membership association to dodge federal housing laws. Basically, they sell membership shares through a company called Wisdom Woods LLC. And rather than traditional deeds, which they claim makes them exempt from anti-discrimination laws like the Fair Housing Act. And shockingly, well, maybe not, there's already 40 people living on the site and hundreds more worldwide are applying. They say they have things like goat herding, homeschool programs, flute recitals, and even a white baby bounty, basically rewarding white females for having more children. And I saw one of their interviews, and even their dog is white. And get this, they're not stopping in Arkansas. They've already announced plans to expand into Missouri near Springfield. Now, civil rights groups like the NAACP and Anti-Defamation League and state officials are calling it what it is, a modern-day experiment in segregation, racism, and legal loopholes. Arkansas's Attorney General is investigating, but as of right now, this community is still operating, still growing, and still recruiting. This isn't just a hate group in the woods, you guys. It's a test case to see if they can build a future where civil rights laws don't apply, as long as they call it private. This is insane.
There is an all-white town being built in Arkansas right now, and I feel like it's not being talked about enough. I've seen it maybe one time, and that's it. In this town, there's no African-American people allowed, there's no gay people allowed, it's just white. And in the interview that the one news reporter is having with the guy, he's basically like, yeah, see, like, we're building a culture where we can control who our neighbor is. Just him using the word control in general, it's just like, oh, okay, so this is like just literally to have control over anyone that doesn't look like you or have the same, I guess, life as you. I'm just like curious, like, how is this like actually a thing that's happening? Because at first I looked at it and I was like, no, this has to be a joke, but then I actually looked into it and it's actually a thing that's going on right now and it's not being talked about. They're quite literally starting segregation again. So it's called Return to the Land. You mean the indigenous land. The name in itself is crazy.
Whites only community. Only white people are gonna be allowed. Oh, probably shouldn't listen to that. So only white people are gonna be allowed. What do you mean people aren't mad about that? Okay, but they're supposed to get really mad about it. Well, how about not just only whites, but no Jews either. We want whites only that are non-Jews. And we have the best attorney. Nobody's suing us over this? What do you mean nobody cares? Just laughing? No, I mean, Arkansas, the great state of northern Arkansas, who doesn't want to come to this community of ours? No one wants to come to Arkansas. The real estate agent told us everyone wanted that piece of property. Okay, well, so we'll just start in Arkansas, then we're gonna move to Missouri. Missouri's even prettier. Still nobody, how about I say it louder? Whites only community. We're gonna broadcast it, let everyone know, only whites, non-Jewish. How segregated can we get this? Still no, okay, so we'll call this whole thing Return to the Land. Does that make people mad? It does, because it's funny coming from white people returning to a land that was never theirs. Okay, so we'll call it Return to the Land. We'll start in Arkansas, expand to Missouri. What if we say we're going to go into all 50 states? Does that make people mad? They're still ignoring us. How is the top liked comment, no one gives a shit? Okay, well, we need to set up some interviews. The second most liked comment is Good Riddance Whiteys. Okay, now I'm offended. We need to get this on national news because we want people pissed off, because that's the only way we can feel anything emotionally, you know. Who's gonna build our homes? What about the Mexican restaurants? Who's gonna open and run those? I don't know if we thought this all the way through.
So for those of you that plan on moving to Arkansas to build the ricotta cheese only town, go ahead and do it. Do it. And don't be so concerned about why we're concerned about why you want to do it. We're actually not. The only concern that we have is, when are you going to call us to help you pack so that you could get there quicker? Because we could give two shits. But I have two conditions, though, for you guys to move. When you do move and you create that town, make sure that it's a town that you can't come out of, and the only people that could come in is more of you. I mean, when you think about what you need to come out for, you have no reason to come out. So make sure that you have everything that you need. And speaking of everything that you need, condition number 2 is, get rid of all the things in your life that were created by black people, brown people, Spanish, whatever, that made your life a whole lot easier. Get rid of all those things and see how long you last. And you'll find yourself being preoccupied with what your neighbor's doing, because your whole existence was based on what we did. And now that you won't have us to observe and watch and lie on and whatever, see how long you last going against your neighbors.
No blacks, no Jews, no gays. High up in the Ozark Hills, in the state of Arkansas, dozens of people have been working hard, building houses and a new type of community. It's called Return to the Land, and it is a town open to white people only.
Now, watching this video, I'm struck by how good of an idea this is. Yes, let's quarantine racists to the woods, and they can just live in a seasoning-free zone, and they can just live out their bland, bigoted existence without bothering me. I like this. These white folks said they're done with everybody. They don't want no soul food, no salsa, no Szechuan chicken. They don't want no catfish, gefilte fish. They don't want no hummus. They don't want no naan bread. No, they want venison, boiled goose, and bratwurst. That's the extent of the palate you finna get in this town. So, in Return to the Land, you taking all kinds of races. I hope you take the covert races too, because man, I'm having a hard time sifting out who's who. Because if all the kinds of racists is there, I know that the white folks who's left is actually cool. I mean, this is so good for them undercover haters, because they can get out my comment section pretending to be objective and actually live free, to be who they really are among folk just like them. I can hear the real estate commercials now. Tired of black folks knocking you the fuck out because you thought the N-word was for everybody? Return to the land. Tired of those pesky immigrants building your houses and picking your fruit? Well, now you can deport yourself if you return to the land. Tired of those men in drag reading books to your kids that aren't the Bible? Well, now you can cross-dress with other repressed Christian cowboys in your very own Brokeback Mountain. Just return to the land. It's crazy to me how these racists are taking their ball and going home like it's our loss. Like, punk, don't nobody want white neighbors like you. You're doing us a favor. They don't see how the critique they have for immigrants is really like true for them. Like, dog, it's you who's not assimilating into America as it is. You're the one having a problem with everybody having constitutionally guaranteed rights because you seem to be allergic to fairness. You're the one literally running with your tail tucked to the woods because you're afraid of the demographic shift that you caused. So you and your hunting buddies go to the woods and do whatever redneck Game of Thrones bullshit you was gonna do without black folks interrupting you. Because in about 2 generations, it ain't gonna be nothing but cousins up there for you to breed with, but you know, some of y'all used to that anyway. And maybe like 5 generations from now, your racism will have mutated your DNA and ain't gonna be nothing but White Walkers over there, getting moonburned and smelling like the Dark Ages. And then after your mutated offspring eat each other in a cannibalistic orgy, maybe Return to the Land will return the land to who it belonged to in the first place, because the Native Americans, they've been waiting on this. So bye, Billy Bob. America will be so much greater without you.
When y'all made that all-white town in Arkansas, how did y'all expect black people to react? Did y'all want us to like riot? Did you want us to like burn the city down, protest? How did y'all expect us to react? Because the reaction that you're getting is clearly not what you were looking for. Because if that would be the case, you wouldn't be trying to open up a whole nother city just like Arkansas. You know, we've been excluded from places pretty much for generations. So why the fuck would we care about being excluded from a town in West Bumblefuck? You're acting like we can't go to Miami or LA or fucking Atlanta. Bitch, we don't give a fuck about Arkansas. I ain't never even been to Arkansas, and I have no intentions on going there. Like, what the fuck? And like, think about it like this though, like, y'all not even just excluding black people, y'all excluding Jewish people, you know, people that could possibly look just like you guys, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all trying to exclude y'all own people too at this point. So what y'all thought y'all was going, where y'all thought that was gonna go for y'all? You know what I mean? Or you trying to rage bait us to see if we gonna get out our body? I'm curious to see what kind of reaction y'all were hoping to get from us. You know what I mean? Because we don't really give a fuck.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are one of my amazing returning subscribers, thank you so much for your continued support. I truly appreciate every one of you. And if you are new here, thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed today's video and become part of our growing community. Before we begin, I would like to give full credit to the original creators and owners of any video clips, images or audio used in this video. These materials are used under fair use of commentary. education, and discussion. My goal is to provide my own reaction and perspective while encouraging respectful conversation. Now, let's get into the video. So, according to this video, a town that was known for excluding or distancing themselves from Black Americans is now facing serious challenges and is looking for help. One of the biggest discussions in the video is how circumstances can change over time. Some of the Black Americans interpret say it is ironic that people who once wanted nothing to do with them are now reaching out when they need support. Others believe this could be an opportunity to move beyond old fashion and focus on working together instead of holding on to the past. The reactions online have been completely divided. Some people say this situation shows that no community can truly succeed by shutting others out. Others believe trust has to be earned and that rebuilding relationship takes time, especially if there has been a history of discrimination or exclusion. Whether every claim in this video is accurate or not, it is clear that this video raises bigger questions about community, respect, and how people treat one another when times are good compared to when times become difficult. I'd love to hear your thoughts after watching this video. Do you think situations like this can help bring people together, or do you think the past makes this difficult? Share your thoughts in the comment below and let's keep the conversation respectful. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
The same people who believed they could stand on their own, who mocked Black people or acted like they didn't need anyone, are now crying, struggling, and asking Black communities for help. And for many people watching, the irony is hard to ignore. So, the truth is, pride can be very dangerous. When people believe they don't need others, when they think they can build a society while excluding certain groups, eventually reality catches up. And history has shown us over and over again that no community succeeds alone. Like, every society depends on different people contributions in different ways. And what's surprising to many is how quickly attitudes can change when times gets hard. Like, some people who once looked down on Black communities are now hoping those same communities will step in and support businesses, fill labor shortages, or even helps solve problems. It shows that when life gets difficult, people suddenly remember the value of unity. But here's the thing, respect shouldn't only appear when you need something. Respect should be there all the time. You can't spend years pushing people away, treating them as if they don't matter, and then expect them to immediately come to your rescue when things fall apart. And many Black people online are saying, "We want you." They say people were so focused on looking after themselves that they ignored the bigger picture. Instead of thinking about how policies or decisions could affect anyone, they only thought about what they believed would benefit them personally. Now, those same decisions are affecting them, and now they're asking for sympathy. Life has a way of teaching difficult decisions, and sometimes people don't listen to advice until they experience the consequences themselves. It's so unfortunate because these situations often hurt ordinary families the most, and not just leaders or decision makers. So, let's just celebrate each other with unity without pushing hate towards each other's. Like, the biggest lesson in here is that communities are stronger when they work together, not when they are complete over who matters more. No race, no group, and no nation succeeds by isolating itself from everyone else. Cooperation has always been one of the greatest strength any society can have. As these conversations continue, maybe this is a reminder that respect, fairness, and unity are not just nice words. They are practical. They help everyone in the long run. So hopefully people learn from what's happening now instead of repeating the same mistakes in the future. So guys, what do you think? Do you believe people are finally realizing the importance of working together? So leave your thoughts in the comment section and don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.